Hey, what's up everybody, Austyb Plays here, and welcome to my final video on the Guilty Gear Strive closed beta test until the game releases. Or, if they come out with another beta, I'ma hop on that junk real fast. But, let's stay focused here. Here are my final thoughts on this game in its current state, and how I think it will evolve in the future, what I think they should change. So, let's start off with the pros first. I always like to get the good news first instead of the bad news. So, pros of this game. Presentation. This game is an absolute marvel when it comes to visuals. By far the best looking fighting game on the market. Well, not really on the market yet, it's a beta, but one of the best looking fighting games ever made, hands down. Characters animate beautifully, and there really isn't much more I can say about it. I mean, look at the screen. It's gorgeous. Chip doing crazy flips, Potemkin grabbing you, coming back down with fire behind him, Soul hitting you with Tyrant Raid and annihilating. Oh my goodness, so good, so good. Anyway, that's about it for visuals. This game, gorgeous. Pro 2. This game feels really good. It felt really good to play. All the new changes to things like air dash having startup, I thought originally were gonna not feel very good. But it very quickly grew on me with the new whole air dash thing. It having startup wasn't really that bad, and it actually made it better in a lot of ways. But it was really good. I do really like the changes to air dash. This game overall is incredibly accessible. I mean, the devs literally took every single means possible to make this game accessible. From having high damage to easy to execute combos, even to more, not so noticeable things like anti-airs being really bad. Anti-airs being really bad, and making jumps just really good, and making all air things really safe because you can block in the air now, which is okay. Definitely a double-edged sword, because if you make the air very safe, you end up having a very mobile neutral, but not really one with a lot of going on. It's kind of just people jumping around like a bunch of baboons, and then not really engaging in anything. It's more like a small gripe, not really a con, if you ask me, or it could be in the long run. But every character also felt very unique, like Chip's new Alpha Blade made him kind of like a mix-up monster now, where instead of having like crazy damage and pressure, which he still kind of has, everyone has crazy damage, but instead he just has a lot of mix-up, especially once he gets you in the corner with all his crazy hop off the wall, side switching mix-ups. Crazy. Very unique from the other characters. Faust with his random item, being able to freestyle off of basically whatever you get. Even Sol and Kai, with the new moves that they were given for this version, felt really cool, and it kind of changed how you played the character from other characters. And it was really fun. It was really fun. With all the new tools that they were given, it makes the game feel great. This game, in terms of game feel, is pretty solid. But now I have to get into the cons. There is two main cons in terms of gameplay. The UI, or user interface. So when you look at the screen and you see the character portraits moving with the health bar, that's not good. Arc System Works is trying to change up something that doesn't need to be changed. Having your character portrait in one spot with things like burst, your get out of combo option, and your risk gauge, or like your guard bar, being in set spots is very good, because you don't have to worry about looking all over the place. Now, I didn't mind the moving health bars as much, but I do still really think that they should make the character portraits, burst, and guard bar in one spot at all times. If they could change that, amazing. That would be perfect. Especially when burst and the risk gauge are so small, and it's really hard to see when you actually have them, especially when you use it and you're trying to see when you have it back online again. It's very difficult to see. And one other thing in terms of gameplay, Gatlings. And what a Gatling is basically going from light buttons to heavy buttons, or light, medium, heavy. Being able to mash that out is very noob friendly. Like in Dragon Ball FighterZ, you can just mash square and get an auto combo, or mash triangle and get like a medium auto combo with a special at the end if you have one bar. This game doesn't have auto combos. Instead, the buttons don't link into each other unless you do slash heavy slash. You cannot do kick punch, and you cannot do kick punch slash heavy slash. You cannot string buttons in order, which I think needs to change. They have to reintroduce Gatlings and then lower the damage slightly so that it feels like you have more options in game, and it just leads to better game flow, if you ask me. But that's about it when it comes to user interface. That's really bad and it kind of needs to change. Next, tiered lobbies. Now, the lobbies were cute looking, and tiered lobbies is a cool idea on paper, except they went a little bit overboard. So, as you can see, here's the lobby, and you will hop into a lobby with a like skill level like assigned to it, that you go up and down depending whether you win or lose. The only problem is the game calibrates it really weird, and you end up going up and down floors a lot. And when that happens, it's just really annoying to have to deal with loading in, loading out, going into another lobby, and all this craziness just when you want to play the game, hop on, and just get a bunch of matches. It was very not smart on Arc System Works' part to change the lobbies when there was nothing that they needed to fix. When it came to matchmaking, you would hold up your sword, or you would hold square and hold out your sword, and then you would just sit there and wait to get a match, which didn't work most of the time. And you could challenge people, but it would oftentimes just fail to connect, and it just wasn't good. The netcode wasn't good, but that is not a con, because the final game will have rollback netcode, and then everything will be hunky-dory. But anyway, that's really it. The lobbies need to change, and the user interface needs to change. Bring back Gatlings, allowing people to mash buttons, which will make your game more user-friendly. Maybe buff anti-airs a little bit, because it's kind of ridiculous how bad they are. But this game is going to be good. If they can tweak a few things here and there, this game will be amazing. But the few things that they do need to tweak, being the UI and the lobbies, if those don't change, this game is going to suffer a little bit. Anyway, that's really all I've got for you guys today. So, thanks for watching. Have a good one.